Broken, and today I'm going to be teaching Meteor. The other module in this series, both interesting concepts. This was a cute solo. I guess you could solo Meteor as well if you despised yourself a little. But let's get off the topic. Anyway, so what Meteor is, it's a card game, I guess you could call it. The premise is this. You'll get a list of cards. They just come one after another, so if we go here, 4, 6, 1, etc. Right? And the point is to call as soon as you get a pattern of 3 that all differ by the same number between the same amount of cards. It's a little confusing, so I'll give you the easiest example. Right here, 1, 1, 1. So these all differ by a number of 0, and there's 0 cards in between all of them. So let's give a different example. We have this. Well, we actually have the same thing. These differ by 0. This one, this one, they differ by 0, and each of them have 2 cards in between. So this would also be a situation in which we call. Now, one last example would be if this was 3, this was 5, and this was 7. Right, an excellent. Okay, just making sure. So now we have this 3, this 5, this 7. There are 2 cards in between them, and they all differ by 2. They could also differ by 3 if we wanted to make it 6 and 9, etc. And there we have 2 cards in between. It could be any number of cards in between them. Sometimes you can go through a bajillion cards and then sad because there's 15 cards between. Most likely you won't. Yeah, that's the premise. That's what a valid sequence of 3 is. So what you're going to do if you're an expert and your diffuser's listing it off is just ask for 4, next card, 2, card, 6. So these don't all differ by 2 because this is a difference of -2 and this is a difference of +4. It is specific what order you're in, and it doesn't wrap around. It's not modulo 10. So this would not be a sequence. So if we go to the next card, that's a 1 card, that's a 3. Do I see a sequence here? No. Okay, let's keep 4. Card is a 6. Are we seeing a here? Card is a 0. Okay. So now I'm noticing something. 6 minus 3 is 3, minus 3 is 0, but there's a different amount of cards between them. So that would, yeah. So let's go to the next one. 5. Anything here? Nope. 0. Or anything here? Nope. 5. And after a while, it gets much harder over time to see exactly where things are going. I see this 1, 3, and a 5, but again, there's a large number of cards in between them. So I don't see any pattern here. Six, data, 4, data, that's a lot of things. Yep. 7. Now if we had a 3 here, that would solve all 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 7. Aha! We have found it. So, after a while, we did find it. So here's a 3, and we have 4 cards in between them. 3 cards in between them. My mistake, 3 cards in between them, a 5 cards in between them, and then a 7. the difference of 2 between all of them, and there's 3 cards between all of them. So when I call, the module will solve. Yeah, that's the basic premise of the module. It requires quite a bit of pattern recognition. Another note is you can always go back between the cards. Actually, you can't do that there, but let me show you. If I wanted to go back to the card, I can just that card again. Sometimes they're not that as long as that, and sometimes they're longer than that. It varies in difficulty, but I'll go through some more examples just so you can get used to the kind of pattern recognition you need. And you saw me during that, you saw me looking for patterns when I saw numbers that were close to each other. For example, this 4, this 5, and this. Sorry. That wouldn't be a pattern. I'm a little tired. But, so for example, this 6, this 4, and this 2. It is a pattern, and I just have to count the cards in between. So, I'll leave that up there. This one starts 3, 4, next is 4. Row. 5, okay. I see 3, 4, 5, but there's 2 cards in between. Pattern there. Slightly ask you to put up. Okay. Do you have anything here? 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6. Aha! We found our pattern. So we have a 4 here, cards in between, 5, 2 cards in between, 6. So this should solve them all. One more for posterity. 0, 7. Very nice. Love James. And you can safely usually go through the first 3 because it can only be called after the card. Seven, 2 cards, 4, 2 cards, 1. Aha! So this would be subtracting between 7 to 4 to 1. And cards in between.
This was exactly the
solve the
way.
problem.
Right now.
I enjoy the module, and it really stretches your brain for pattern recognition, and I hope you enjoy it too. Happy metering. Nope, still doesn't sound right.